How can life insurance agents increase their conversations by 50%, their contact rate? Today, I'm going to be breaking that down using AI, what tools, systems, and how it's been extremely effective for not only our clients, but also myself. My name is Trey. I'm the owner of Agent Lead Lab. In the past 4 years, we've helped over 700 agents issue pay $40,000 per month. And on this channel, I try to talk about the strategies, tactics, and behaviors that you can go out and do as well. So as always, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So you all know it's Wednesdays, kind of like this. For those that tap in with me, I'm trying to develop more of a routine around taking a day off. And by day off, I just mean like not going to the gym, get a little bit more rest, because it is important. You do start getting fogginess when you wake up every day at 4 a.m. and you get like 5 hours of sleep. It's really not good for you. And it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm not going anywhere. But in today's video, and you guys will see me walking for those that do watch all the time. And for those that are new, I use this channel kind of as like a opportunity for me to vent a little bit. Treat it more like a podcast than like a traditional YouTube. It's supposed to be for the people that just want to see raw, see the journey, hear me talk about what it is. Maybe as we continue to grow, I'll hire a team and build out a studio and do things like that. But for now, I really enjoy this because it's my opportunity to really be able to just spitball things that are happening and what's going on. So today I realized we got a lot of views off of me talking about AI, which I kind of thought so originally when I made it. But today I want to talk about something that a lot of people don't know. Okay. So a lot of people don't actually realize how you can use AI as a life insurance agent to increase your conversations. All right. So if I'm going to label the dot, it's going to be how to use AI to increase conversations by 50%, as simple as possible. Okay, so here's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about vibe coding for iPhone SMS. You're probably like, what? There's all these other things. There's Send Blue. There's Blue. I mean, I don't even know. There's all these things. Here's what I'm doing, and here's what I've learned, and it's absolutely fire. Okay, and this is super applicable as an agent because you can code anything. Okay, for those that don't know what vibe coding is, using Claude Code or Codex. I use Claude Code. I've heard Codex is fire too. I'm very agnostic about which one I would prefer to use, but they both can get results. So you can follow this principle. Okay, so I'm gonna make it simple. You're gonna be using code to attach your iPhone or your iCloud, should I say, to the code to send out messages when leads come in. Okay, one person's like, well, isn't that gonna get me spam? No. What happens when you get spammed is you are sending blast messages out. You're uploading into a CRM. If you create, right, a software, which I've done for myself, for my team, that automatically when people opt in, sends a message, you're good, okay? Now here's what I mean, okay? Let's say you have a Google Sheet. Y'all know I don't really share my screens. It's easy for me to explain it, okay? So what you would do is you would take a Google Sheet. So people are like, how do I do that? Let me give you how to do that. Somebody's like, I don't know what vibe coding is, Trey. I don't know how to do that. I don't know where to get started. We're gonna make this super simple. You're gonna go to ChatGPT, okay? Let me see if I can log in here real quick. 1 second. All right, so we're gonna hop in here. Okay, so you're gonna go to ChatGPT/Codex. We're gonna go to Claude Code. You're gonna download this onto your Mac. Now I'm gonna just show you at a high level because I don't really know how to blur out all my stuff. So whatever, you guys get the point. But just follow me. This works like money. Okay, so you essentially on the left-hand side will have everything that you need. It'll say work or chat. Same thing on Claude. It'll at the top it'll say work or code. When you go into work or code, what's going to happen is it's going to flip your entire system to be on the code side. Now you're still going to prompt it. Now here's what I've learned. Okay. All right. So go to ChatGPT or Claude Code, download to computer. For those that are using it on, stop using it on the browser. Okay. Stop using ChatGPT, Claude, don't use it on the browser. Download it, create an app. You see I have mine down here, right? So what you're going to do is once you actually get inside of Code or Codex, All right. And for those that don't know how to do simple prompts, the beautiful thing about Codex, the beautiful thing about Claude Code is that it's more outcome focused. What does that mean? That essentially means that you are going to prompt what you want it to do, and then it's going to give you back its own questions, and there's really nothing it can't do. Like we've had it, we're building our, for those that don't know what Hyros is, it does all your tracking. We have an AI revenue pixel that we've built that literally takes all the data, feeds it back in, tells us where it comes from. It can do it for age leads and fresh leads. Like it's insane, right? You can go back almost a year, 2 years to find what ad these creatives are coming from. Like what was seen when it was spelled out, all the data, where it came from, it's fire. It's literally like Hyros if you haven't looked it up. That's what we use. That's why, we're just continuing to grow. But nonetheless, the goal here is that you take it off the browser and use it as an app. Okay. Now, when you get in the app, your goal is to prompt outcomes. Okay. So I'm going to give you the simple outcome. You're just going to say, I want all my new leads that I buy from XYZ vendor, or I generate, if you want to do generate, I generate from my ads, or XYZ. You do not want to set this up as a CRM. Understand what I'm trying to say. The reason why we're going to do this is if you have an iPhone, it's increased. If you don't have an iPhone, this is not going to work. You need to get an iPhone. I don't know why you have an Android. I'll be honest. I'm not even trying to be rude, but it's like you're losing out on money because people will respond much better to iPhone messages. People are also getting good at knowing whether you're using like something like SendBlue, etc. And then what you're going to do is that you're going to set this up in a way where it's going to send out an initial message. Say, I want all my new leads that I buy from XYZ vendor, or generate from my ads, or whatever your process is, right? To be sent a SMS message from my iPhone that says, right? And then there's going to be hot. So what I learned about texting, by the way, is that directness. If somebody doesn't pick up, you can have it set to send when somebody doesn't pick up, which you'll have to code in. Basically, like you can have a button. So when it drops in, when they don't pick up, this is how elaborate you can get. Okay, so I'll just give you an example. So hi, XYZ. So just hi, name, Trey with XYZ. You should know the Facebook page. So Facebook page or landing page name. And that's how I say, give me a call back. I don't even say anything else. I know a lot of people do stuff. It's like, hi, blank, Trey with XYZ, give me a call back. That's it, right? Now, the reason why I do this is after the call, okay? So you can set it up to do post-call release, post-call, okay? And then you can prompt it in here and say, I will create a button that I can send. Sorry, not I will create. Create a button that I can send, that I can press, that will send this out. All right. Hi, name, Trevor XYZ. Give me a call back. Okay. And then the moment opt-in touches G Sheet. Now, I like using Google Sheets because it's easier to prompt. If you start connecting into your CRM, it just becomes difficult. What you can do is whoever you're buying from, vendor, company, or yourself, zap it in, or have them zap it into a sheet, upload the sheet, right? So all I have to do is when somebody sends you a Google Sheet, right? So let's role play through that real quick. So let's keep it simple. There we go. Let's go here. So you would just tell it to upload the sheet. So let's say like you've got name, email, phone, right, state, age, etc. You're gonna say in the prompt, you'll say scan this sheet. So I'm gonna give you exactly what to say. Your sheet, I'm gonna say scan. I like to do it like this. Scan this sheet, and in column C with phone, use that number to send out this initial message, right? And then you're gonna say initial message, and then you're gonna do hi name. And then what you're gonna do is prompt these for each of your lead types. Now, I'm not an SMS message specialist in regards to like word tracks, but most of you all that are watching this typically already have a CRM. If you don't have a CRM, this is a good replacement. This is all you have to use for it. The reason why people want CRMs is because they want speed to lead and filtering of data. Now, what you could do is think about where your mind can go now that you can build this. I wanted to give you guys the overall just like concept. I'm not the CRM guru, all right? But I do understand the simplicity that this code can allow you to do. Previously, you would have had to like get Twilio. You don't have to do none of that. It's completely free. Now, here are some caveats. In order for you to do this, right? And by the way, it's just like hi name. You can put in whatever you want, right? Base it off of you. I don't really love texting people off the rip. So what I would do is just, and even as I'm thinking, there's so many different ways you can prompt this, right? One thing that I would do is during the day, I'm obviously calling the leads as fast as possible. So I don't want it to send out a message before I call. I don't like that. So what I would do is I would have it when it comes in during the day inside of my code. I could say the moment the lead comes in, you text me too, just in case your company doesn't send text messages, so you get text alerts. Number two, I would say, if you are going to send a message out, the hi name, this is so-and-so, you filled out XYZ. When's the best time for us to get in contact? Morning, afternoon, or evening, right? That's how you do it. So hi name, this is name from XYZ, name of the Facebook page /LP, received your inquiry about XYZ. When's the best time? Or you could do, if you want to simplify it, just say this is XYZ and make it. I like doing 3 sentences or less. That's how I learn. But we received your inquiry from XYZ. When's the best time to touch base? Morning, afternoon, or evening. Right? And you can change this up based on like how people, because I know some of you all say like send a free quote, email. I mean, I'm not here to, once again, I'm agnostic about what you should do. I'm just talking about you being able to send these messages out using your iPhone is what people really want. They're like, man, bro, like all these automated things, they send out green messages. I got to get Send Blue. It's $1,000 a month. Like, bro, if you just set this up, you're good. Because the cool thing is, iPhone has no problem with you texting. iPhone has a problem with you texting a bunch of people at once. If you're using this for fresh leads, you can filter relationships forever. And it's on your phone. You don't got to log in, create no software, pay no retainer. You just do it yourself. Now, you can obviously create your own CRM, but I'm not here to talk about that because that's very complicated. I'm a simple guy. Obviously, you can simplify it with code, but I'm not here to teach you all that. What I want you all to understand is that you can link. This is an overarching theme. All right, I'm going to go full screen so I can talk correctly now. The goal is you can link your iPhone and your code together to send out messages. Okay, here's the things though. Very important. In order for this to work, you must have your iPhone, your laptop open and be able to actually keep it on. Okay, so a laptop, you might have the Mac Mini, right? You have to keep something on. You can't like close your laptop and this work. It doesn't work like that. It has to be on a cloud server to send a message. As of right now, of this recording, I'm sure they're going to come up with some sort of software where you can do it. And at that point, the game's over with. Everybody's going to be using this. It's going to be super streamlined. And the use of like different softwares is going to become irrelevant, right? And there might even be a workaround. You could probably build some sort of workaround, create like a cloud thing that lives on an iPad even, and link you could do, right? So what I'm trying to say is you don't need a CRM. There is no need for a CRM. All you need to do is link up your Claude or your Codex to your cell phone, your cloud, link it, run everything in the background, and when the moment a text comes in, it sends from your phone. And then you build a relationship after that, because that's all you need. You just need the first text. You could take it to another level. I just thought about this. Fire. You could then grab that same SMS message you're sending and have it label the person as a lead. Then you can start facilitating the relationship on your own. You only gotta get so many leads a day. Even if you get 5 leads in a day, 5 text messages is not gonna mark you as spam. You can do the same thing with your age leads. You can just slowly drip the messages. Because there's a way that you can send certain messages during the day. You can say, hey, I want you to send 5 messages every hour to all 100 leads I just bought. Or 10 messages every hour, spaced out every 5 minutes or whatever, however many minutes it is, just making that up, 6 minutes. And you can still use it. You don't need a CRM, is what I'm trying to say. There's no need for a CRM. I might record a whole nother video. Now I'm thinking about it. You don't even need a CRM because I need, like, and this is the thing I'm trying to get across, is that with the power of AI now as an agent, you should be thinking about how you can leverage it to remove certain systems that are already in your business. Now, a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm going to use AI to like run ads. I mean, sure, maybe you can. I'm not even saying that might not be a bad idea, depending on who you are. It will be a bad idea. It's just like self-gen if you're trying to build a team and create something scalable. Because that's a job. Even if you pay an AI agent to run your ads, it will get good. And if that's all, if you want to save that overhead, but it's like most of the times, just that's a point purpose of paying people. Like I have no desire for AI to completely eradicate all my employees. I want it to take the employees that are good and exemplify them, right? So if you have something that's bad and you don't know where to start, sure, use AI. But if you're trying to scale and you know there's good work out there, then use it. But for certain tech things like SMS messages, dog, you don't need SendBlue. There's no need to drop a ban on SendBlue or anybody's pay for SendBlue. You can literally take what I just said, create a CRM, have it be like, yo, make me a CRM just like Go High Level, identical. Only thing is, when we send messages out, it's going to come from my cell phone. Make sure that when it does send messages, it does it in an organized way. I don't want it to send out automated messages except for like this. It should always space out this many messages in this much time. It should never go over the amount. Dude, I'm telling you, it will literally come back to you and say, if you send more than this many messages, you will get flagged. If you send this many, you'll be kind of okay. If you send this many, you'll be 100% safe. That's all you have to do. That's really all you have to do. So like you want to set up features to where like I want to build out, and I'll keep y'all posted. Maybe this is what people want to hear me talk about, is AI, like what I'm using it for and how you can use it as an agent. I want to build out a FaceTime audio automatic thing. Lead comes in, the moment they come in, they get a FaceTime video from me. It connects right to my phone, whatever I'm doing. Or it sends out a message if they respond and it automatically FaceTimes them back. Right? That's where my mind goes. Like that's exactly where my mind goes, because I'm thinking about like, you don't need to have all these. The problem is that you want to send so many out at once. If you could drip message as they come in, lead comes in at 6, send them a text. You send text messages all day. You're on your phone all day. They just don't want a mass volume. You just leave your laptop open. Now, as you scale, buy a Mac Mini. Have it just run on that server. Or get an old laptop. Let it run there. Get you another laptop. Get you another computer screen. Do all your stuff there. That is how you leverage this, right? You want to be thinking about how to. But it all comes back to that iPhone. It all comes back to those blue messages that do read. They pick up contact, give a real name, not something you bought, but your actual phone, right? Less likely to get marked as spam. You don't have to bang phones. People come in, you can mark them, call them as you need, FaceTime audio them, do what you need to do. You're good. Lead comes in, hi, and you can even go and screenshot when people text you and it pops up as a contact card. How do you do that? Right? Lead comes in. How do you set it up? Moment they fill it out, you send them a contact card. Like there's so many different things. You should be, but that's how you should be thinking. You should just ask Claude Code how to do that. And it will continue to start to optimize it and help you figure out. And every day you just go in there, 5-10 minutes, just ask it questions. Right? If using chat, the only problem with chat is it will just give you responses. Whereas code is to get an outcome. It's to create something, to build it. It still has the chat functions, but it's meant to build. Now, it does use credits. It does cost money. It's not free. So everybody understands. You do have to upgrade your plan. I didn't mention that. But like, come on, we're running the business, yeah. That's as expected. I think it's like $20, $100. I always just go for the big plan, yeah. Go for the biggest plan. No limits, no restrictions, $100. So, oh, well, I could have got a CRM for that. Sure. But there's tons of other things you can do. You can build out recruiting platforms, landing pages. You can leverage it for your personal life. I mean, you can literally just revamp it as needed. So hopefully this helps y'all. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, if you all need anything, just keep me in the loop. If you're looking for leads, go to leadlabcrm.com. If you're looking to potentially partner up with us, go to agentleadlab.com. And hopefully we can point you in a direction. Until next time, see you guys later. Peace.